Hey guys, this is the Lovin Dubai show. It is Monday morning. We kicked off the show talking about the Las Vegas sphere, how the community is in mourning after the loss of chef Greg Malouf, and the bullying incident of an 11-year-old Emirati girl.
And so if you have missed the episode and stuck on the road, don't forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from, and enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: a Las Vegas-inspired sphere is coming to Dubai.
As well, the community is mourning the loss of Dubai-based chef Greg Malouf.
And we have every little detail that you need to know about this year's IIFA Awards.
As well, UAE probes bullying of 11-year-old Emirati girl on a kids show.
Later on in the show at about 8:50 this morning, please stay tuned. We're going to be joined by Shihab and Noor, who are sharing advice for new parents and, of course, the hacks for social media success. If you're trying to grow account, these are the guys to talk to.
It is 352 days since the genocide continued on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 41,431. The number of injured people is 95,818, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
In today's rapid weather report, expect highs of 39 degrees Celsius and humidity to peak at 54%. Today, by the way, also marks the 94th National Day of Saudi Arabia, and the UAE will join the kingdom in celebrating. So if you see Saudi flags, if you see people waving, horns honking, now you know why. Today is the National Day for Saudi.
Well, happy National Day to Saudi Arabia and all of the Saudi people.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm good. Look at me smiling to you. That is very demure. That is very mindful.
Now, can I ask, and I'll put it to you also, when you see your neighbors, are you as demure? Are you as mindful? Do you say hi?
I am a very nice person.
I have no doubt.
And I smile in everyone's faces.
Okay.
But if I smile and the neighbor does not smile back, I tend to pull away.
Okay.
And never smile again.
Okay, so you've got a strategy.
Yeah.
And I wonder, because we're asking people today, and someone put this up on a Facebook group, because we spoke about this a little bit last week, and then I saw this go up into a Facebook group over the weekend, and it made me think, because she said, can we normalize, I think it's a she, it was anonymous, can we normalize saying hi in the corridors, by the pool, in the gym, in the elevator? We all live in the same community. A simple hello could make someone's day, not to mention it's polite.
I agree.
I think everyone agrees, because we've put it up and we're like, do you say hi or stranger danger? And most people are saying they already say hi. Do you agree that everyone says hi back to you?
I mean, not everyone, no. Some people, like for example, I know that some people might be going through a maybe bad day. They might have something that happened to them, like a fight with their boss, a fight with their partner, a fight with someone very close to them, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that I would never understand is, like, why would you let that such a big thing affect such a small smile? Like, it's fine. Like, even if you're going through something really bad, like a smile is not gonna do any harm. You know what I mean? In that kind of sense, it's like the smile is going to change the perception of you in the other person's brain.
Yeah, you know what? I don't agree. And I don't know if I really agree with this.
Really?
Because it's like, you're choosing to say hi because you're a nice person, fab, but it's got absolutely nothing to do with the other person. And like, we shouldn't be offended if someone doesn't want to say hi back. Like, I want to put positivity out into the world, so I'm going to make an effort when I see my neighbors, when I see people on the street, when I see someone come into the office. Unless I've got my head stuck into something, I'll always try and smile. Simple. Now, if they don't smile back, it's not on me, and I shouldn't let it affect my day to the point that I'm posting on Instagram or being upset about it, because it's like, it shouldn't affect my day. It's like, I want to put positivity out. If I don't get it back, it shouldn't matter.
I know, but let's see, like, that is the more mature way to think about it. But at the same time, when I think about it, it's like, if I smile in someone's face that is a stranger that I don't know, I gave you energy of from my own end,
It's polite and it's nice.
that
sure.
is not needed. You know, I didn't need to smile in your face. It was okay. I could have passed by and not even said anything. Like, khalas, it's done, right? But I chose to look at you and smile because you know what? We both have something in common. If you live in the same building, for example, we live in the same building, or like you're a neighbor. I smiled at you. Because you know what, maybe you are having a bad day, maybe the smile will make it seem better. But if you don't smile back, I'd be like, so you want to tell me that 0.1%?
Yeah, but your smile isn't going to fix their day. So like, I think 100% it's the polite thing to do. Say good morning. I see everyone like, if you say good morning on the show, I love you. It's like the best thing that you could do because it puts a smile on my face. But I don't always acknowledge it because I'm busy. You know what I mean?
I know.
So like and also, we've all had those days. We've all had those days where like our heads are just mush. And all I can think about is this teeny tiny thing in my head and I don't care about what's going on around me. And on those days, if I don't say hi back to that person, I'd rather that person not get upset by it. So we should say hi, but if we don't get a hi back, let's let it not ruin our days. Anyway.
I know, but I don't know. For me, it's like, you know, like even if I am having a really bad day, a really, really, really bad day, and even if I am so busy, I will for sure, if someone smiles at me, I'll be like,
what about, because you said at the beginning of this conversation that if someone doesn't smile, you pull back.
Yeah.
What if on your really bad day, the people that you've put in your not smile list decide to smile at you?
I'll actually smile back.
They'll get a smile back? Fair enough. Moral of the story, be kind to your neighbours. It's 8:38 on a Monday morning and we're going to jump into our top story of the day.
Well, this is actually very important because if you don't know about Dubai, has been known to be the Arab Las Vegas. So the Las Vegas inspired sphere is coming to Dubai. MGM Resorts is making waves with plans to build its own version of the iconic Las Vegas sphere, this time in Dubai. This ambitious project, dubbed the Dubai Sphere, is set to soar an impressive height of 110 meters, unlike its Las Vegas counterpart. Now, the Dubai Sphere will feature an intimate entertainment area designed to seat just 300 guests.
So, as you said, unlike Las Vegas, where I think the Sphere has got about 18,000 seats, we're going to have 300 guests, and it will be situated at the heart of the island. So a lot of questions coming through about where this will be. So it's the Al Wasl Jumeirah area. It's going to be part of a mega development, and it's going to be aimed at creating a Dubai-inspired version of the Las Vegas Strip. So it will be positioned at the center of MGM's flagship resorts, the MGM, the Bellagio and the Aria. Bill Hornbuckle, CEO of MGM Resorts, emphasized that while the Dubai Sphere is smaller than the original, it will be equally as compelling. And we've just seen some breaking news coming through that MGM is also looking at expanding in Abu Dhabi. Now, let us be clear, there are no gaming licenses set for the Emirates at this time as we speak. However, we do know that there is a regulation committee discussing the possibility of bringing in transparent forms of gaming.
Well, of course, everyone must be asking, like, when is it going to be opening? As for the opening timeline, there are no currently definitive data for when the Dubai Sphere or the island will debut, but both are predicted to launch simultaneously, and this is very exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I really am, because I remember when I was like really young in school, my friend who is a local, she told us that, do you know that Dubai is actually known to be the Arab Las Vegas? And I was like, how come? You know, like, it is different. But now the more that I see Dubai developing, the more that I do see that point, like, Dubai is actually the Arab Las Vegas, and it's going to be it is already.
I feel like it already is. Like, it's already such a focal point for tourism. Whether you want to come here with your family, it's perfect. Whether you want to come here and get married, you can. Or whether you're looking for like a pre-marriage celebration, like a hen do or a stag do, like Dubai already has that. I've been here for 10 years and Dubai has changed so much in 10 years. I'm sure people who've lived here for 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades will tell you the same, obviously will tell you the same thing. And I trust the leadership in this government that they know exactly what they're doing in terms of what will change in the city, in terms of the population number that they're trying to achieve and everything that's to come. So even though I don't love change, I live in a city that embraces it, and therefore I embrace this.
I remember when I was like really, 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 really young, driving with my dad somewhere, and I literally saw the Burj Khalifa as it was getting built, the Dubai Mall as it was getting built. And I remember thinking, like, I remember my dad telling my uncle that, oh my God, like here they're gonna build the biggest mall or the tallest tower. And I'd be like, how? That is not possible. But now look at Dubai. It's made what's impossible possible.
So true. 8:42 on a Monday morning. We hope you're all having a fabulous start to your week. We're going to jump into sad loss in the culinary community this weekend.
Well, the community is mourning the loss of the Dubai-based chef Greg Malouf. Now, renowned Australian-Lebanese culinary icon chef Greg Malouf passed away at the age of 64, and fans of his incredible work have taken to social media, leaving messages of condolence under his latest Instagram post, highlighting the profound impact he had on many lives.
He was often referred to as the godfather of Middle Eastern cuisine. His innovative approach to cooking has inspired countless chefs and food lovers alike.
Well, throughout his career, he opened notable restaurants such as Clay in the IFC and Zahira in the H Dubai, both of which left a lasting impression on the city's dining scene before their closure.
And leaving a lasting impression on the scene is one thing, but what we saw this weekend was the great foodies of the city, including Tom Arnell, who's a fellow restaurateur in Dubai, and he shared a heartfelt tribute to Chef Malouf. He expressed his shock and sadness. He also reminisced of the first time they met and how they became great friends, and how Greg was a pioneer in the industry and a significant influence during his own culinary journey in Melbourne. So although Greg's restaurants weren't open, he went on Greg Malouf's restaurants weren't open, he went on to become an advisor for many restaurants in Dubai. So as the food scene has changed so much in the last 10-15 years, he was really pivotal in moving from, I guess, bringing famous restaurants to Dubai to embracing homegrown ideas. I also believe he was the first Lebanese chef to get a Michelin star, which is pretty impressive, and gone too soon. I mean, 63, 64 years young.
I agree with you. So rest in peace to him, and I hope that his family is doing okay. You know, but as you said, he was an amazing chef, because I think his strategy was mixing the mix between the Middle Eastern cuisine and as well the Western cuisine, which is really beautiful. It's amazing. It's like combining both two different worlds together and making them into one.
So true. It's 8:44 and moving on. Just a quick word about the Lovin Dubai newsletter. It's had a major refresh. So if you shun social media, if you don't want to open Instagram on the weekend, but you still want access to what's trending on Lovin Dubai Instagram, you can get it via your inbox every single day. You can now subscribe via the Lovin Dubai newsletter.
Well, you will find the sign-up link. It's our link in bio on Instagram.
So please check it out. Moving on, we've heard so much about this year's IIFA Awards. So we're going to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that's coming. So this year, the IIFA Awards are so highly anticipated, happening very shortly at the Etihad Arena, kicking off on September 27th. The event celebrates the rich legacy of South Indian cinema. There's going to be amazing performances and tributes to legends from the Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada film industries. This will be a night we won't forget. However, sad news, it's already sold out, but you can expect that given the incredible lineup, but there is some surprises on the way.
Well, but fear now, on September 28th, you get to join the biggest stars as they celebrate excellence in film and music with breathtaking performances and prestigious awards presentations. Unfortunately as well, this event is also sold out, so if you did not secure your tickets, be sure to catch the highlights.
However, you can be a chance and be part of the magic on September 29th with an event called IIFA Rocks. This is going to be a night filled with live music, fashion and celebration, top musicians performing, and a spotlight on the technical brilliance that brings cinema to life. This is your last chance to join in on the excitement. So, September 26th sold out, September 27th sold out. I might have those dates wrong, but you can still get your tickets for IIFA Rocks. Get them now. This is going to be a huge weekend celebrating everything South Indian culture, cinema and music, so get involved while you still can. Moving on, it's 8:46. We're going to talk about the UAE probing of an 11-year-old Emirati girl on a kids show. So the UAE Media Council, this was announced yesterday, is investigating a bullying incident involving an 11-year-old Emirati girl during the filming of a children's program.
Well, the UAE Media Council released a statement that said it will not allow the display of any content that violates the media content standards and stipulated in the media regulation law or the laws related to child protection in the country.
So they're acting fast. They are now working with the girl's family to understand exactly what happened, and from there they will move forward with the next steps. So this was announced in the last 12 hours. We haven't seen the footage, but it's great to know that the UAE Media Council is acting on this. I think anything, when you hear about children and bullying, it just tugs on a little heartstring, doesn't it? You think
Yes.
of my nieces and my nephews, and you think of maybe situations that we went through in our lives when we were younger, that we might have had to overcome, even if it's small things.
True.
Like teeny-tiny things which we may not even consider to be bullying per se, but hardships of when you were excluded or when you were left out from a moment, and you hear maybe your niece and your nephew who's going through something, and you just want the kids to be okay. So I'm so glad the Media Council is acting on this.
Really, it is heartbreaking because you know what? When to a kid, maybe every little thing can count. You know what I mean? Like maybe to an adult, saying something might not be as big. Or maybe, okay, fine, let's forget the adult, right? Like, actually, to kids, everything counts, and bullying should never be accepted at all sorts, in any shape or form. Because kids really are very sensitive, and they are very fragile in a way. And what really bothers me is that there are a lot of initiatives and a lot at schools all around where anti-bullying campaigns do happen. However, it still is around. You know, we do see it very subtly, but it still is around. And
Of course.
sadly, many people do think like, oh, she didn't get bullied, because in their head that bullying is like, only if really mean words are being said, unacceptable words are being said. But sometimes even maybe not a mean word, maybe sometimes a comment.
But like being left out, like that's so true,
Yes.
because if you ask me if I got bullied and like what was my childhood like, I'd always say no, like absolutely not. I was so lucky, I had so many great friends. But if you, when I think about, there was definitely moments when I was younger where I felt left out, you know, cry going to sleep. I remember once I was sitting outside my school, and my mum had gone in to speak to the teacher, and maybe I went in after her, and I'd left my lunchbox outside, and maybe I told the story before, and I came back, and there was two kids there, and I knew something had happened. You know, when you just have this like sense of like, maybe they were pointing or giggling or something, like I knew, and I picked up my lunchbox, got into the car, opened it, they'd put a hairy molly into my sandwich, a hairy molly caterpillar. The meaties, you know, a hairy molly, the black and yellow squiggly things.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't remember being too upset about it, but I just remember it happened and being like, I don't actually, yeah. But those like little things that like, they're so small really, it's not bullying, but it's just kids being mean, and you don't want it to happen to your
child.
kids, your nieces and nephews, yeah.
Well, actually, on the contrary, I was very like, if someone's mean to me, I'll be mean to them. I remember my mom would like braid my hair, and I had my hair like on the desk of a friend, and he was really annoying. I still remember his name. So he would like all the time, like, you know, take my braids out of his way, and I didn't understand that my braids getting on his notebook and not allowing him to write the notes that he needed to write. So he would remove my hair, and I'd put it back. And then later on, he got like a white paper and filled it all with white ink, corrector, white ink. And then he's like, Farah, and I looked, and he put it in my face. And I remember glitter. And I'm like, I went, cried, washed it off. But I took revenge. I got a paper filled with glitter, because he was a boy, right? So like, he's not gonna like glitter. I filled it with glitter, and I said his name, and I put it in his face, and I felt like,
yeah. We don't condone violence, but yeah. Oh my God, what a meanie.
Literally.
Okay, but you got his
revenge.
kebab.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I have no idea what type of advice to give to a child in that situation. If Farah came home and that had happened, would I say to turn around? So we are going to try and have a psychologist who is able to have this conversation in on the show this week. So what to do if your child is being bullied? Do you fight back, or are words the better step forward? Speaking of words and communication, we're so excited for our next guest. Noor, of the very popular content creator couple Noor and Shahib, will be joining us after this very short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We're so excited to welcome our next guest, Noor, of the popular content creator couple relationship Noor and Shahib. They have captured hearts, sharing their authentic journey as parents and partners, from family life to engaging with an audience of more than 1 million followers. We want to know how they balance it all. Welcome to the show, Noor. Thank you for being here.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for having me.
It was meant to be Noor and Shahib, but what's happened?
Yeah, I know. Like, one of us had to take one for the team because my 9-month-old daughter is sleeping. So because I'm the chatty person in the morning, it was me. I came. Yeah.
We would have said, bring your baby girl. How adorable would that have been?
I wish. If she was awake, I would have gotten her.
Okay, we don't wake a sleeping baby first. True. Okay,
True.
Get it.
Well, of course, we're going to be talking today all about your content creation journey and so on. So that leads me to the first question. How did you start your journey as a couple in the content creation world?
Yeah, actually, it's a funny story. We weren't actually planning anything. It just happened. We shared a video of us like having fun on Twitter. And like we went to sleep and woke up and found the video like extremely viral, like way too viral than it was supposed to be. Wow. We were just like singing in the car because it's our thing. We used to like cruise and have road trips, so we just shared a nice video, and the video went extremely viral. And people seemed to be loving our spontaneity on camera and wanting more. So we're like, okay, let's see where this goes. Like, we weren't really planning anything, you know, but it's a door that just opened.
Wow. and just to give us and the audience an idea, when was that? How many videos do you think you've made? And are you doing this full time?
That was back in, I think, 2019. Like during COVID, the beginning of COVID. Right. And if I have to count, oh my God, like maybe, did we reach like 1,000 video? I think so.
We can actually get that.
Oh really? It's awkward. No, it's a lot of videos because now we're just like, it's a kind of our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I am doing it full time at the moment, full-time mom, full-time content creator. So yeah, I think it's a lot of videos. Instagram
is telling us 570, and you're a mom, so that's like a lot of work going on behind the scenes.
Thank you.
That is because I know for a fact that content creation is not easy, and what's even better, like, what boggles my mind is that everyone that comes here goes like, oh yeah, it's happened. That's not what we thought for. But what is the best thing about content creation as a couple?
Of course, it helps having someone because like creating content as an individual is already a hard thing. So as a couple, we kind of both divide what we have to do, like sharing the ideas and how to shoot, where to shoot. So we're taking turns, you know, so it's easier as a couple. Although at first, when we didn't actually know what we were doing, it was hard to figure out. So there was a lot of bickering, like the video behind, like it kind of like that, until we got the hang of what we were doing. And now it's like easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You say that, but I think when you have 1 million followers and you also have a family, and just to touch on the family a little bit, like if anyone is about to become a new parent, away from the content creation side, like what is the best piece of advice that you could give them?
Like to both parents, all in general, honestly, to prioritize family over anything, over work, over, I don't know, social outings. Family is number one. And the second advice I will give is that both the couple should pitch in to help the raising a child, not just like the mom, you know. And the third thing I can say is that it really takes a village.
We want to ask, what video have you shared do you think that has connected with your audience the most, and why? Like, what's got the biggest reaction outside of the first one that we've spoken about?
The first one, like the first one that went viral.
But apart from that first one, what other video do you think has got the biggest reaction since you started sharing your journey?
So far, I'm just gonna take you back to the first video, because what happened is that we recreated the first video from 2018-19. Now we recreated it in 2024 with our daughter. Yeah. So to remind people that it was us before, I got goosebumps. It was, and we're still together, and now we have a daughter, and we're like doing the thing that we love, like we're recreating our happy moments, but with as a family. So yeah.
And it got like 54 million views.
Yeah, it was insane, like we did not expect, but like I'm really glad that people relate to such a nice and loving moment. Like when we posted it, when we posted it, we're like, oh my God, it's so nice, you know, like it was very like spontaneous. So yeah.
Where is your audience? Where are they watching from, do you think?
Like the video that went viral, it went like all around the globe, like random, like Spain, Brazil, India, like all over the world, the globe. But like generally our followers are mainly from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Iraq, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, of course, mainly.
Of course, I mean, honestly, like your content is amazing, and then I can see, because I do follow you guys as well on social media. Of course, social media is very brutal, and just like how there are like supporters, there are haters. So do you receive hate and trolling on like videos, like comments?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I was a person that doesn't like criticism in general. Like I was a private person. My pages were not public. I really don't like being criticized. But like obviously on social media, the thing about social media is that it gives a platform for anybody to just say what they want, whether they are, what's the word, polite or impolite. Like they just share their opinions, and it hurts. But like because we are already sharing everything, we expect that some people will have something negative to say just because they are raised that way, you know? They don't have anything positive. For me, I would say I'm a very positive person. I either say something very nice or I don't. So I'm like that. I don't like to point out people's... I don't like to criticize in general. But like, of course there's hate comments from people, which is very minimal, by the way, like 1%. But we choose to ignore them and focus on like the 99% of people that actually love us, that love and support and want to see what we do. So we try to look at the half of the cup that is more full, you know?
Have you always been able to do that? Because I look, you know, we're in a bit of a similar situation here at Lovin Dubai, and we've been doing it for 10 years, and there's comments on our posts, would you believe, that aren't always positive, and sometimes I'm able to, sometimes I'm able to just disregard them, maybe because I can see them for what they are, which is trolling, and over the years I've grown a thicker skin, but also sometimes I take them on board and I do kind of like sit with them, and I just wonder, have you always been able to shrug them off, or was there a point where they did bother you?
No, of course, like I'm always bothered. So what I do is that I choose not to see them, because if I see it, I'm bothered 100%. Because after all, I'm a girl. I'm just a girl, and I'm human. Right. But like having my husband, who's supposed to be here by my side, he makes me stronger. So I tell him I'm just not gonna think about it, because you can't escape from negative comments, honestly, even if they are like unfair and untrue. But they exist, so we have to like kind of live with it, ignore it, and just move on.
Well, it's nice to have a content creator relationship, because you're in it together.
He takes the fall.
Yeah.
Of course, social media is very hard, and now everyone wants to actually, or maybe understands that social media is important. But what is your tip as a content creator for social media success?
Honestly, my tip is very simple. Just be yourself, because you would not want to be known for a persona that is not you. So just be authentic, be true to yourself, and of course, while being Yeah, let people love you for you. So this is my idea, and always be a little bit different than everybody else. So I think that's what made us succeed. So I think it should work.
And like more specifically about social media, so do you have any tips in terms of like platforms, or do you have any strategies about maybe when you're about to post, do you post at a specific time, or do you look at like in terms of creating the content specifically, do you guys have any hacks?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Like videos always have to be in good lighting, high resolution, and we need to make the video like from different angles to add a hook in the beginning, and you know, make the video like relatable. When you watch a video, your video, if you say, oh, I really like that, if you laughed at your own video, or like, oh, I love this, post it. Otherwise, please don't. So, yeah, and of course, we pay close attention to the analytics on the social media platforms, when to post, the right day, the right time. And like, for example, Instagram actually helped us when we first started as a content creator. They would give us tips like 3 times a day, 3 to 5 stories per day minimum, and 3 posts per week, preferably reels, because they have like a long way to go viral. So if this is for Instagram, but each platform has its own hacks. You'll have to sit with me again. But like, that's Instagram for now. I'll tell you.
Do you and Shahab always agree on what to post and what not to post?
Yeah, of course. The reason why we are together for this long time is because we communicate, we take decisions together, we convince each other with our points of view. Otherwise, like, this is just for fun, please. So yeah, of course, we take the decisions together with logic. Oh, I should post this because X, Y, Z, and we should not post this because, like, we agree. We got married because, like, we agree with everything. We're like this. Yeah.
And I just wondered, so at this point you have such a large audience. You mentioned some are here, some are in Saudi. Do you get recognized in the streets now?
Of course, yeah. Especially,
how does that feel?
Yeah, like from the first day I was here in UAE, we were always recognized. Like, even in my building, I'm recognized. So it feels amazing, and like, it really means a lot to me that we're recognized from various nationalities. Like, it's very diverse. Everybody here in UAE, I can tell, like, they either say hi or like they look at us. So it's really nice. It feels good, honestly, to have like, it feels like I have like 1 million friends.
Wow, that's so nice.
Being a couple on social media is very hard, but what advice would you give to couples who are thinking of creating content together?
Yeah, honestly, I would never tell a person not to pursue their dreams. So if this is what they want, of course, I would say they at least give it a try, because you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, right? So there's no harm in trying, and there's no harm in actually asking for advice from people who made it before you. So this couple doesn't gatekeep. So if you have any questions, please. And we've answered it before, like on various occasions. A lot of couples come to us asking us, do you think it's worth it? We're interested. And like, my husband, if he was here, he would just open and like write down this, like, he doesn't gatekeep. He really loves to see other people succeed. And we're here to give advice of how we made it, and tips and tricks to help other people pursue their dream if this is it. So yeah.
Speaking of that, are you able to respond to all of your DMs?
Honestly, I wish. I really dedicate a time of the day to just answer everybody, but like, they're a lot. They're a lot. So I take turns with my husband, seeing him here, like, oh, I want to go back. Really, we take time and we make sure to respond. At least if it's a very important message, we're 100% answering. And I think the people that follow us or don't know that. So yeah.
So if you're watching right now, you might get a response if your question is important enough. If people want to reach out, if people want to see your videos and they haven't before, where are you?
Oh, we are everywhere. But mainly, for example, we are Shihab and Noor on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat. I think we're everywhere. So it's the same handle everywhere. So yeah.
And that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having this. So much fun. I did.
It was really, really lovely. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
And that brings us to the end of our show on this Monday morning. We'll be back here tomorrow.